Welcome back to the Phantom Toll Booth Cornerstone 2008 press tent. Joining us this morning from Faceless International, Stephen and Sarah.
Yay! Thank you. Well, good morning, guys. We are just here to hang out and talk about Faceless and other charities and organizations and nonprofits and the such, and kind of give you guys an overview of what's going on in our world and hopefully figuring out ways that you can impact your world. So Sarah and I were in Haiti, what, 2.5 years ago now, 3 years ago, and we had just taken a trip. I had just contacted Sarah and I was just like, hey, put this together, make this happen. I want to,
Actually, the real story is I had called him to pray for me because I was going to go to Haiti, and we had known each other for a couple years prior to that, and I had called him to pray for me, and then he said that he wanted to come, and then he said, oh, I have all these friends who want to go.
So then we got a group of people. I think we only had 11 at that point, correct? So the trip went incredible. We went flew into Port-au-Prince, and then flew over the mountains to Jacmel, and then walked about an hour and a half up a mountain to Maino, and it was an incredible adventure for us, not only being able to see a whole new culture, but some of these people had never seen Caucasians ever, and so they were very hesitant, very standoffish, and by the end of the week, needless to say, we felt right at home. They created a huge bonfire, brought everybody together, and it was just an incredible event. It felt like something straight out of like National Geographic as far as like the dancing and the singing and the food, and it was just incredible to experience that kind of culture. But it had impacted Sarah and I's lives so much that we knew that this couldn't be the end, this couldn't be it. We couldn't stop here, and felt like we needed to, I felt called to bring more band people, because I understand the impact that people with a sense of stage or with a sense of presence can impact the lives of not only the listeners but the other band members and also bands that they might tour with. So that was where my heart was. And then Sarah, you had a little different heart.
Yeah, my heart. I was a youth leader for the 5 years, for the year that we went to Haiti, and for 4 years after that, and then I was a teacher for a year. So my heart was obviously for people who come to Cornerstone, like you guys, and young people and students and college kids and young professionals, people who are not on stage, because I did not grow up around music. This is all new to me too, and so my heart was more toward the kids, the youth, and the college students to come with us. So we kind of blended our two interests.
And so there in Haiti, we kind of both had this, it felt simultaneous, I don't know if it was, but I was just like, Sarah, we have to keep doing this. This is something that just can't stop here. You know, I want to take more trips. And the thing about me is I'm absolutely scatterbrained. I'm an ADHD. I couldn't even tell you where I'm going to be tomorrow. I think it's Dallas, I'm not sure. But it's like that. I'm just so out. But I love to be a visionary, and I love to go out there and help people as much as I possibly can. I'll work all day in the heat, whatever it takes to impact people's lives, but I'm not great with the details. And on the other hand, she is amazing with the details. And I think that way, I've read a lot of leadership books, and one of the things that Maxwell says is that as a leader, exploit your weaknesses and be absolutely honest about it, and then find people in your life to come aside and fill those gaps. So I think Sarah and me absolutely, complement each other, and so that's how Faceless began.
And then there was another guy too who started with us named Seth. He used to work with Stephen, and now he's actually a youth leader. But he's the middle one, and he toured with Stephen, so he knows the music side of things, but he's a youth leader now, so he's kind of the perfect blend of Stephen and I. And my weaknesses are very much doing things like this. I don't like attention, I don't like the spotlight, this is really weird to me.
And on the other hand, I'm absolutely cocky, so I'm great. Tension just asking.
That's not true! This is his job, and this is not my job, and so that's another way we balance each other, for sure, Stephen. Yeah, so, and then Seth is up here in spirit also, so.
So where's Faceless going from here?
Faceless is going all over the world from here. After Haiti, we went to India, and we took Stephen and Dion and Jimmy from To Your Right, Love on Our Arms, another awesome organization that we're fully support, and Matt from Classic Crime, and Patrick and Josh from The Showbread, and Bill from 100 Year Storm, and Clint from Triple X Church, and everybody. And we all went to learn about human trafficking and modern day slavery. And if you guys were here yesterday, some of you might have seen our video that talked about it, and you guys saw clips of it yesterday before Stephen played, and we were excited to see that happen. And if you visit our booth, you can hear more about what we learned. We have little postcards to give you guys, but that definitely changed my life personally, and so I definitely see Faceless. In fact, we are definitely going in December. We're taking some people in December like yourselves, just college kids from all over the country, and actually we have some Australians going with us, which is really cool. And then we're taking some other bands hopefully in January if that all works out. And then from there, we hope to take some spring break trips over different spring break times in March and April. So if you're interested, definitely sign up for our email list, and you can come with us in the spring or in the summer. I have some ideas for summer trips that I'm awfully stoked about. So,
but let me just pause right here in the history of Faceless and just say that it doesn't take a rock star and a detail person to make an impact on this world. It doesn't take someone like Jamie from To Right Love. It doesn't take Gandhi. It doesn't take any of these people. You know, you don't even have to go to India or Haiti or Guatemala like we just went, or Ecuador. You can make an impact in your lives right here in your own community. And it doesn't matter with what organization. Start your own. You know, I mean, this world is in desperate need, period. It's not desperate need for, you know, this type of person or a lawyer or a doctor. It's just in absolute desperate need. And if you go back into the Bible, it said, pure religion is this, to love the widows and the orphans. It doesn't say true religion is to start an absolutely successful band or start an absolutely successful organization or you know, go graduate from med school. All it takes, all pure religion is to love the widows and orphans and keep yourself unspotted. So that's what we are begging you to do. It doesn't matter if you come with us. We honestly, you know, if Faceless stopped tomorrow, then it's all been worth it as long as one person there in wherever we have been in the past has been helped. What matters is the future, and to be honest, it's not us. We are not the future. Faceless isn't going to make you know, an earth-shattering difference. What's going to make an earth-shattering difference is if every single person in this tent gets out of their chairs and decides today that they are going to make an impact on this world, then we're going to do it, but we have to do it together. And it's not going to take just one trip, because what we do is we focus on humanitarian projects with the underlying theme of Jesus Christ. And the thing about it is, it's not, these one-week trips isn't what makes the difference. It's when you come home and you're a changed person. When I was first exposed to, you know, the quote-unquote mission field or whatever you want to call it, at 12 years old, I went to Mexico City and saw other 12-year-old kids in the city dump. And there, I just brought, all I did was cook beans and rice and handed out bananas. That's all I did. But after 5 days of that, you do not come home the same person. You know, there was no way I could walk home and go right back into the lifestyle and just pretend like that never happened. I was changed. I knew from that day forth that there was other kids around the world that didn't have Xbox 360, that didn't have, you know, the luxury of even an education or schooling. And so I was changed at 12 years old. And at 17, I went to the Ukraine, and there spent 2 months working with post-communist children and seeing just the depressed look and the frustration and the fear in their eyes. You don't come home changed. You know, you don't come home the same. But you have to take that change, you have to take what you learned and apply it to your life. We could sit here and talk to you all day and give you the most Tony Robbins spiel and make you feel so empowered. But if you don't walk away and do anything with it, this is all meaningless, you know? I mean, even James talks about don't be just hearers of the word, but be doers. And in the same light, you know, Faceless is just another name, another organization, but because we put it into action, because we didn't just talk about it, because we heard about the human trafficking, and we did something about it. We were doers of the word. That's why, and that's how we're going to make an impact.